Yeah, he's smart. It's been going. But with that being said, we're going to Small Fortress Alliance. We got Pierre on a character that they've played a little bit in tournament. They played the Azuri, they played the Fate. We've seen that in a couple different trials. So, this Azuri pick's definitely a good choice, I would say, when it comes to the guitars and sword. They're definitely in a very good spot. But Bunny's also going back to old reliable and been doing very, very well and catching a lot of players off guard. And we're starting to see that now and on side stream compared to what we saw on mainstream. And but as I say that, these guitar loops are a very powerful thing. If Pierre can continue landing them the way that they are, it might be very vital for them.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Landed,
a little bit of sauciness coming out here from Pierre.
He's willing to go off ledge a little bit and be like, hi there, how you doing? Bye. Yeah.
Almost like, actually, if probably just had a little bit more charge or just a little bit more damage one way or the other, that probably could have taken out that stock. Granted, it was a little bit early, but still, that's a nice little wake-up call to your opponent, just saying, hey, you got to be ready for this. But it does not matter because Bunny is going to take out that first stock. Yeah, and Bunny's going to have to figure out some sort of, Pierre's going to figure out some sort of way to get in this knockout option. Guitars are great for damage build up. You might have to go in for a side air, maybe a down signature. Oh, that weapon actually keeping Pierre off the ledge, but he's trying to go in. Weapon toss there. They kind of traded.
Oh, why did you go for that so far down?
Oh my God, they are both playing so dangerous here. Please just get back to stage. Are you going to be able to make it back? Oh my God, what?
Down sig. He's gonna go for recovery instead. Come on, Bunny's gonna come in. He's gonna go in for this maybe GC down signature. I don't know, but that side from Pierre is gonna send them away before they can even think about it. But Pierre's already in the orange and yellow of that second stock.
That is crazy. This is already an insane start to this game. But I gotta hand it to Pierre though. After losing that first stock, maintained a pretty low damage. To be able to try and even things up here. But now that is kind of even. Bunny's just kind of like not afraid to let loose. And as you can see, oh my goodness, going so far out there, trying to close it out.
It's funny, like Bunny's playing in a very Trolley style. They're willing to go in for some unarmed. They're willing to mess around with Pierre a little bit. They look at them like dash dance back and forth. They're trying to get the side air option. I have a feeling if Bunny gets this knockout option here, they're going to go off edge and troll a little bit. That's how I feel that they're going to be playing. But now Pierre's willing to troll a little bit, go in on arm, try to catch Bunny off guard, but tries to go for a downlight. Bunny picks up gauntlets, gets the recovery, and now Pierre's on that final stock.
Part of me wonders if Pierre is like playing out a controller and it had some like stick flick going on there, and that's why it threw it backwards or something. that was very goofy.
It was, and okay. Pierre's. He came back here and is trying to do something against Bunny, but Bunny just comes in with that GC side late 3-piece combo, then into that jump side air, launching Pierre into the orangey red. Bunny's gonna be like, hey, I'm only go off ledge now. How you doing? Let me go in for the dare. Let me go in GC downlight recovery while you're trying to pick up that weapon. Play it back and forth. I'm willing to go in unarmed and do something, but is willing to hold the signature instead of try to catch him off guard, but doesn't land. And look at them just go back and forth unarmed. This is probably the most unarmed gameplay I've seen tonight.
Oh! I'm gonna tell you straight up, Bunny's playing goofy. I feel like Bunny has such an unorthodox play style coming into this. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the Bunny who's been playing a lot of other games as well. And actually has dominated other games very much so. And I wonder if they're just, I don't know how long they've been playing Brawlhalla, but they're definitely leaving their mark.
They've been around for a while too. They used to go by the name of Fussy as well.
Okay.
So that's why you may not recognize them fully, but they used to go by Fussy. Now they're named Bunny, and they just been sweeping under the name Bunny and been doing very well. And it's kind of funny too, because Bunny's playing this very unorthodox play style. And we saw a moment in that play style where Pierre was trying to challenge it with unarmed. When he went for that GC downlight and Bunny came in with the gauntlet recovery. As soon as that happened, Pierre went back to focusing and Bunny just went for it. And I think that is a very vital moment for Bunny, because if they were getting challenged by that, Pierre's confidence level would have skyrocketed and, made him have a lot better of a chance. But now they're on Yoshimitsu character there with a Juro crossover. And I like the Armageddon colors on that character, and it's definitely fierce there as well, but we're going to Apocalypse. We're going to game number 2 here. Let's see how Pierre adapts with this Koji pick.
Dude, Yoshimitsu's so cool. Oh yeah, Yoshimitsu's actually been in a lot of games. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. Tekken, Soul Calibur, now Brawlhalla, and probably been in some other games too.
Yeah, it's definitely a very cool character to kind of see in Brawlhalla and how players are starting to play it in events too. And Pierre's taking it very nicely. Oh, trying to go in off the ledge a little bit there with that Juro. I don't know why I thought it was Koji, but the sword and the scythe. And, you know, they're trying to respect the range of Bunny's axe while also trying to be aggressive. And a lot of players are using those weapon throws a lot too.
Okay, yep, there we go. Oh.
Almost landed.
Trying to get that follow-up with the weapon toss. Dude, these two are just so silly playing off the edge of the stage here. They are trying so much goofy stuff and willing to just throw away everything just to try and get a clip. Never mind a lead. They just want to get a clip, I feel like.
Yeah, Bunny's kind of playing around with Pierre a little bit too, realizing, hey, I can maybe go for a knockout option. You know, I could do that, but you know what? You know, I have to. I'm going to do a side air and a weapon throw. But, you know, I think once Bunny gets this lead, they're going to go back to that style. Pierre's having a rough time against it, you know, and that sword's starting to do something to it, which is good for Pierre. But now they're just having a rough time. Look at them whiffing all their attacks. They're having a rough time landing stuff.
Oh. Okay, yep, there we go. Gets right back on the stage. Yep. Okay. Wow, okay, I like that. Kind of toss that up too, and just like re-catching it, just like, I don't know, there was like a weird little mix-up, or like potentially going for an unarmed like ground pound or something. I don't know.
It would have led into a very nice bait too, because I think a recovery into that weapon throw into a ground pound maybe could have landed. It depends, because Bunny's gauntlets were playing. They were playing them a certain way. Oh, but the GC downlight ground pound does go ahead and land. Pierre goes too far down. He gets punished by Bunny, and Bunny gets the GC down signature. And Pierre's out off of that.
That's rough. That's rough. I mean, that's just kind of what this game has been, though, is these two players kind of going for these crazy options off stage and then just getting punished for it. And, you know, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I love the chaos. I love the high aggression. It's always fun to cast, never mind watch. So, yeah, I want these guys to just keep doing this.
Oh, okay. Nice side up from Pierre. Makes it one stock all. It sounds to the wire here between these guys. And, you know, they're trying to prove themselves in the trial of Skibidi where Skadi there. And I don't know, Bunny's kind of taking this tournament into a fun route, kind of mixing it up here a little bit, gets a side signature onto Pierre. And, you know,
did you just say trial of Skibidi?
I'm sorry.
I can't stand you. I'm never talking to you again after this set.
I was waiting for someone to pick up on it. I didn't expect it to be you, but the side lane to side air lands by Buddy. You know, Buddy's changing Skadi into a fun.
Whoa! That was almost so sick. That was almost
landed. The neutral light comes in, the axe is out. I see it there. There we go. Very nice job. Pierre's gonna try to come back on your side of the map. Buddy's just toying with him. Look at him go.
Yo, Buddy's so sick. I could literally watch her play forever. She does the most like unoptimal stuff, but if it hits, oh my god, she knows we're gonna be talking about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, Bunny's doing very, very well. They're adapting to how Pierre's playing. You're seeing Pierre trying to approach with his sword. I think Bunny's just really maximizing on the dashes and how, you know, realistically Pierre is really going about their way of play style. And you know, even down to this final like knockout here, I mean, you see Pierre with the side air is going for these jump side airs, but look off the ledge. I mean, you just see Bunny throwing the weapon around, trying to toy with Pierre a little bit, gets the backward neutral light, and Axe has so much force with it with the light attacks that just leads into these different options and does very well.
All right, well, I believe this is potentially our last game coming up here. It's going to be interesting to see if Pierre can find a way to answer back. I mean, if he does, that's cool. I would love to see a game 5 between these two. It has been a lot of fun to watch so far. And looks like we're going to be going to Apocalypse here for game 3. We're going to see if Pierre has anything left in the tank, or Bunny's just going to be flexing her way to top 8.
I don't know. It's going to come down all to the wire. I mean, when it comes down to Pierre, they're just having such a rough time, and they're going back on the same character again, which I'm surprised they're not pulling out the Fate, because Orb is such a decent spot for tournaments that the Sidelight Cider comes in clutch. Pierre's been doing very well with it, but you know, they had the Scythe there, and you know what? Maybe that's why they chose the Juro. They wanted the Scythe, but they felt more comfortable with that sword. But as they say that, Pierre is getting very comfortable with that Scythe, launching Bunny into the orangey red of that first stock, and very nice punch coming in from Pierre, the jump ground pound, reading that final jump of Bunny and getting that knockout.
Yeah, I do like the attempt there from Bunny, though, on the recovery, but really good stuff from Pierre, just scouting that out and being able to close out that first stock. And now look at this, continues the aggression here on the second stock. You combo from one stock into another?
Oh, Bunny's already orange. Yeah, Pierre's starting to get a little bit aggressive with that side. That side's starting to do very well against Bunny, and Bunny is just having a rough time against it. You know, that's within a minute, 2 of Bunny stocks getting knocked out. You know, and now Pierre was trying to weapon start Bunny, and Bunny's like, hey, I'm gonna go in unarmed a little bit. Got a little bit too confident, and now Pierre's got Bunny in the orange with a fantastic scythe combo. Oh,
yo,
okay.
Yeah,
just
she
tossed
tossed
himself the weapon
to herself on the other side.
Oh, Pierre's not messing around.
She's getting comboed into oblivion, right? But that was still kind of cool to watch. And yeah, I think that's going to be a 3-stock here, and it sure will be, as Pierre answers back with a very strong response. Oh my.
Yeah, hold up. I think Bunny needs to go ahead and calm down for a minute. You know, that was a very, very insane 3-stock coming in from Pierre out of the blue. You know, that was nuts. You know, we originally thought that Pierre was going to get, you know, 3-0 based off the past 2 games, and at least I did. And you know, Pierre changed his playstyle completely, went with that size, became aggressive, really showed what they're made of. I'm just looking at this graph, and you're seeing this almost like a staircase for Pierre stock, and it's just never ending. We're going in this next game. We're game number 4, and you know, Pierre's got something red. I don't know what changed, but I think it's more so Bunny's mental over it.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not counting either of these players out until the set's over, because I feel like regardless of what's happened, both of them are just continuing to play like it's like game 1 and they have nothing to lose. Like, it's been a very fun watch. But there we go. That's a huge first stock. And as you can tell right there, man, Pierre's playing for it all, and Bunny took advantage of that one. So we'll have to see if Pierre answers back.
I mean, I gotta be real. Bunny's GC neutral, that was incredibly risky. You know, I think Bunny was just trying to go in for it. If it lands, it's great. They have a huge lead. If it doesn't, you know, I have Axe. You know, they can go off that ledge. But as they say that there, they have an advantage, but they're not taking full opportunity of it. They're just toying around with it. Like you said, or not too long ago, they're treating this as if this is game number 1, and I'm getting stunned by Bunny's movement, and Pierre's like, I'm taking advantage of that.
Did you see Bunny's lack of movement into the pummel there?
Yeah, that's why it stunned me. I was like trying to figure out why was that option for Bunny? But I mean, look at them toy with Pierre right now with his Axe. Sidelight in the turning good for side air, but Pierre is going off ledge with Scythe. GC neutral misses.
Oh. There we go. Finally gets back on stage. But look at that, man. Pierre responding incredibly well with that Scythe, trying to dictate the movement here. But Bunny does find a way to fall out. But Pierre gets right back into it.
Yeah, Pierre went into the sweat beads too, but was barely able to touch that platform. Oh, but actually Bunny allows it to happen. Pierre impulse jumps into Bunny's side air, and you know, Bunny's feeling uncomfortable. You know, I mean, even to go to game number 5, they have a lot of energy going against Pierre at the moment, and now they're going the gauntlet route. They maybe want to pick up Axe next game. I don't blame them. You know, this is their next stock, I'm sorry. But Sidelight comes in. You're seeing Pierre come in with this Scythe. Pierre might go in for a knockout opportunity. Bunny's just toying around with gauntlets. And look at this. Oh my gosh.
She has a read on everything right now. Oh, dude, look, I know Pierre had a fantastic game 4, but that might even matter at all, because it looks like, or game 3, excuse me, because game 4, I think, is just going to be solidly in Bunny's favor. And as you can see, closes it out right there with a Sair. A little lackluster of an ending compared to what we've been seeing all set, but hey, a W's a W, and she just punched her ticket to top 8.
Yeah, congrats there to Bunny on advancing into top 8, getting their second top 8 here in the past 2 events, and they're gonna have to face Impala